It's so cute. Good morning. I hope you are having a great day. I want to welcome you to a new studio vlog, and this time for a change. Oh, I'm such a doofus. Just filmed the whole intro and everything. I was like, oh, what are we gonna have in this vlog? And the biggest thing in this vlog is my whole studio rearranging everything, because all of this is new. Or well, new. We moved it. Anyway, so in this vlog, we're gonna rearrange my studio, redecorate it a little bit. We're gonna create a lot. We're gonna go to Amsterdam together and unbox and test a bunch of sweaters for new products, which I'm very excited about. Yeah, I hope you have a good time, so come on.
I don't know what is it exactly in this time of year that makes the melancholy me reappear. Oh, back and forth through dark roast coffee, salt, mist and sea, sand and amber tree.
I'm putting things in the closet that I will have to take out in like 5 minutes.
All the leaves they're turning brown, 'cause it still feels like summer, and I simply don't wanna see the cool wind sneak back in our town. 'Cause we lived when it was all bare feet, dancing glistening beneath the heat, evening swirl into a bird song beat. God, it's now so very bittersweet, so I guess I'll just put on my favorite sweater and say goodbye to summer.
What do you think? Do you like it? It's like, it's so high. Oh my god.
I don't know why when life is beautiful I start to fear it'll slip through my fingers and just disappear.
Oh man, I look and feel so disgusting. I'm sorry, I will try to cut myself out of this footage. If I can.
Amber trees, 'cause it still feels like summer, but it's soaked in nostalgia slowly. All the leaves they're turning brown, 'cause it still feels like summer, and I simply don't wanna see the cold wind sneak back in our town. 'Cause we lived when it was all bare feet, dancing and glistening beneath the heat.
It's about 11:30. Earlier this week, it was my 36th birthday. Can you believe it? I don't feel 36. It's so old. But I don't feel old. I'm having a good time, so I didn't post anything about it on social media for the first time in years because I was just having a good time chilling. I thought I really wanted to have a party, but with all the busyness from Abonai and the Kickstarter, and then we had a wedding, and then a birthday party of my dad who turned 70. I didn't have any spoons left. Sunday night I had this huge meltdown because the house was so messy, because we've been focusing on other things like house renovation and the Kickstarter and everything, and I only have so many spoons in a day. So there was laundry everywhere and just doom piles everywhere, and I couldn't handle it. So I had a little meltdown. So Dean cleaned the bathroom. Ever since we've been doing like 2 loads of laundry every day just to try and catch up together. But it's good. It's finally feeling like it's all coming together again, and that feels like such an adult thing and also such an old thing to be happy about, but it's just a relief not to have to think about it for a few more weeks. Because I have this habit of like doing a lot in the house and then doing nothing, because that way I can use the energy during the week that I don't have to do a lot of laundry or a lot of cleaning or all this stuff, to focus on making art. The last week or 2 was a really good time for that. August was such an intense month of marketing and promotion and all this kind of stuff, and it was super fun and it went super well, but it's a different kind of energy. Like, you have to show up every day and give that energy, and about 2 days before the Kickstarter finished, I'd reached my goals and I was happy, and I just completely crashed crashed. I was out of energy, and then I just spent a week just kind of recovering, doing small tasks, and then I got back into creating again, and luckily I filmed a lot of that process for you. I worked on a space cat commission, which I offer in my Etsy shop now. I worked on autumn designs. I have all these new ideas for new products. Yeah, I'm really excited to be creating again. I even worked on a really big abstract painting, which is laying here to dry before I put varnish on it. And I feel so good to come back to it after so long. I'm starting to find that this is a really good sort of way for me to do things, to have a month where I focus on one thing and I can get like a deep dive into that thing, and then I can let it go and focus on something else, and in between have a little bit of a resting break so I can recover from that energy and all that learning. And yeah, I'm coming to find that that's a really good way for me to work. I always thought that I have to do a little bit of this every week and a little bit of that every week, or 1 week for promo and 1 week for this. And though that has its benefits, I find that for a bigger project, it really helps me to be able to let go of everything else and to focus on it completely, let my ADHD hyper focus just zoom in on it. I'm going to be talking a little bit more about that, I think, because the Kickstarter went so well. I think I'm going to create like a little mini course on how to create a Kickstarter, teach a little bit about promotion and marketing, everything that I learned in the past few months, because I'm getting a lot of questions about it, and I'm excited to share that information because it feels good to learn. I was really into learning back when I was a designer. I was like consuming everything that I could about design, about being a good designer, about creating kind content for people or kind interactions for people. And after my burnout, it was really hard for me to get back into learning things. It was just very difficult cognitively. I'm really happy that I have the space for that again. It's been a really good year. Birthdays always make you look back a little bit, right? I don't think last year I was already really hopeful and positive, but I don't think I could have predicted all the things that I would do this year and how well I would learn to cope with the setbacks and when things go a little bit off track, because they do. So I've been really getting into the fall vibe a lot earlier than I did last year, and I really want to get all the decor and I want to get pumpkins, everything. And I went to TK Maxx, but everything was just a little bit too big or expensive. Like the smaller things were like $20 each, and you want to get a couple of items, and it wasn't in my budget. But then I found this. Look at it! Isn't this just the cutest thing? It's gone. No, it's not gone. It's a fox. It's so cute. What are you doing? Okay. So like I said, I've been really getting into fall stuff. So I've been working on a design of a little fox with mushrooms growing out of it. And I really want to print it on sweaters. It's really a product that's much too big for me. Like it's something that I can't really produce yet. Or well, I can produce it, but it's something that if you look at like my following and how busy my shop is, you would think, girl, why are you even trying this? This is going to be a huge investment and there's no guarantee that this is going to work, but it just feels right. And it felt right when I started my poster Kickstarter, and it felt right when I started my Space Cat Kickstarter, and those went well, so I'm just gonna give it a try. But I've been going through down this whole rabbit hole for sweaters, and I bought a bunch of samples that I have with me right here. So these are the lighter color samples that I want. These, look how much thinner these are. These are much bigger. So I ordered a bunch of samples, and after I got them, I asked some people like, what do they want? Because I don't like white sweaters, so I want light colored sweaters, but not white, just so we have an option. And then a dark one, which will be probably black or maybe dark brown. Also, I really like dark green, but I don't think that will work with my designs. And I want to print them myself, because if you, okay, say I have 5 designs and I get them printed for me, then you usually have to have a minimum of, let's say, the lowest 5. So I'll have 25 sweaters in size M with 5 sweaters of each design. And if I don't sell them, then that's just a waste. So I want to be able to print them myself, so I have that flexibility. I have some experience now with the tote bags, and I feel confident about that. I know they will be good quality even after getting washed and everything. And you can already see the difference in quality in cotton, because these are the samples that I got earlier. You can see the quality here. And if you feel it, you can tell from the stitching, from everything, that the quality is just so much better. And I want that for my sweaters. But yeah, I've just been like quietly chipping away at that. And I'm going to order my pins today, because yeah, the funds should have arrived in my account today, so let's hope so. So yeah, that's all that's going on.
If there's a world where we don't end up together,
I'm getting ready to go to Amsterdam because I'm meeting with my book club tonight for pizza and book discussions. And for some reason I'm really kind of nervous and excited about it. I'm also very excited because I just finished a Space Cat commission. It's the first one I've ever done, and I was really nervous, my heart's beating, but she really liked it. I think I'm going to offer Space Cat commissions to on my website or on my Etsy or something, and see how that goes. That could be an extra cool thing to add, because I had a really good time making them. I wanted to film like the entire process, but I ended up just working on it last night as I was watching TV and just chilling out, and it was really nice. I want to do that more. I don't know, we'll see. Time to pack my bag and hit the road. See you soon.
I don't wanna take it back. We got something that can last. We can mess it up if we keep moving too fast. Oh, you say you're the only one for me, yeah. So if you love me, then tell me how much longer do I have to wait? I'm not getting any stronger. I'm losing my faith, and I could be wrong, but I swear it's true. Yeah, even if the world gives up on us, I won't give up on you.
I'm the first one here. Everyone's the last to arrive. It's like I have a private party, because there's nobody else here yet.
Tell me how much longer do I have to wait?
I need to tell you about this. I'm preparing for an art show, and this art show is going to be at the end of October, and it's a free to exhibit at art show for artists. So it's not like a market or a con, it's really for like art. So I've been working on this new collection, and I've been working on it all year, and I'm so proud of it. And I'll show you. It's one of the paintings I worked on this week. It's all about finding or seeing the light in the darkness that's always there, and finding that hope and that knowing that things will be better, even if they don't feel better right now. Because even when you're in the dark, you can rest in the awareness that it won't always have to be that way. And that makes the dark a little bit more comfortable and a little less scary. So yeah, it's a very emotional collection for me. So I was really looking forward to exhibiting, but also launching my whole collection there. So I was really excited about launching my collection there, being there with my mom and all that. And we got shoved into this alternative location, and I was so upset because it's in this small church and it's away from the main thing. So it's a route, so you can walk it. But about 40 artists are in one building and then 20 artists are in another building. And most people, they just go there because they know that it's there. And they don't go to all the other locations. I heard something last year about one of the locations, like 10 people showed up on a whole day. And I do hope to sell some of these paintings. So I'm just gonna try to make the best of it, because I was really worried about spending all my energy on it and then not selling anything. But, you know, if you don't go, you definitely won't sell anything. And I also won't be able to talk to anyone. And I also won't be able to show these pieces to anyone who might benefit or might be touched by the message of this collection. So I'd better go and try. Hello, Motto. Your fans want to know how you're doing. How are you doing? You good? Yeah? You good? I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and it was very nice being able to share all of this with you. I really like making vlogs, and I really want to make more of them, and I want to start sharing more of what I learn. Hope you enjoyed it. I love you. I'll see you next time.